Welcome to my bold and beautiful Today's Show channel. I hope today fantastic for everyone. Please hit the subscribes button and give this video thumbs up. Liam breaks down on Hope and Brooke gives Carter advice. At Brooke's place, Hope and Liam embrace as he asks, "You know, don't you?" He can tell by her expression that she is correct when she pulls back. He grimaces. Liam asks how she found out, and then answers his own question. "Steffi." He confirms, "I am dying." Hope weeps. Liam was trying to avoid this. He made Steffi and Finn promise he wouldn't tell anyone. Steffi was adamant about me coming clean, and I guess she just took matters into her own hands. Hope asks him not to be upset with Steffi. "I'm grateful to know. I want to be there for you, Liam." She is simply struggling to comprehend how unfair it is and why he is. "There's not enough time," she wails. "We can't lose you." Liam takes her in his arms again. More. Real reason for Liam's death sentence. Steffi must have been terrified, according to Hope, when she found him unconscious. Liam's sure she was, but she flew into action and got him to the hospital. He tells her how the team saved him by drilling a hole into the back of his head, hence his fashion choice recently. Just when he thought he was recovering, he learned he had an inoperable mass on his brain. Hope thinks there must be something they can do. Liam assures her he's already in the best hands. She complains they're just letting him die. Liam tells Hope the last thing he wants to do is leave her. Her and the girls, they're so young and won't understand. He wanted to watch them grow into women. And I don't get to have that. The silver lining is that this has made him really aware of how precious life is and how much he still has to live for. Hope Liam B&B. Finn and Steffi discuss Hope. At the Cliff House, Finn and Steffi discuss whether Liam will be upset with her for telling Hope. Steffi insists she needs this time to grieve and process, so she can help her daughter too. She went against Liam's wishes, but it had to be done. Finn concedes that Steffi did what she had to do. Hope needed to know she's Beth's mom. He asks how she took it. Steffi says she was shocked and devastated. Steffi recalls how hard it was to tell Hope the father of her daughter was dying. She spit it out and Hope couldn't believe it. In the end, she was grateful that she told her, but didn't want to accept it. She told her everything about the brain mass, and that he didn't want anyone to know. "But I felt like I needed to tell her." Finn recognizes that it was because of their closeness and bond. Steffi recalls the look on Hope's face when it sunk in. "I'm really the only person who understands what she's going through." Finn remarks that it's strange for Steffi to be in a position to empathize with Hope. He thinks she'll have to be there for Hope, and Hope will have to be there for her. Two mothers helping each other grieve and keeping Liam's memory alive. Steffi tears up. "Yeah, you're right. I know what's going on with Hope, and that means she can say the same about me." More. Scott Clifton discusses a possible return to GH. Brooke advises Carter. In Forrester's design office, Carter bangs his fist on the desk. He can't work for thinking about Hope, and flashes through memories of kissing her. Brooke walks in and says he seems distracted. She's not trying to pry. Carter admits he was thinking about Hope. Carter B&B. Carter and Brooke agree that it doesn't feel right without Hope there. He recaps that Steffi disagreed with bringing her back. She always does when it comes to Hope. Carter tells Brooke he doesn't regret giving the company back. It was the right thing to do, but it may have cost him his love. More. Steffi and Hope's new movie. Carter recaps that he didn't stand up for Hope or walk out with her. Brooke thinks he was in shock, and it was normal considering the situation. It doesn't take away from the man he is. She respects him and the feelings he has for her daughter. Carter laughs when she says she was just talking to Deacon about this. She told him Carter is still committed to Hope, and that deep down Hope is still in love with him. Carter smiles. Carter agrees with Brooke. Hope's feelings for him haven't changed. She's just protecting herself because she feels he turned his back on her. Brooke urges him not to give up. "I know my daughter. She does love you." Carter will never give up. He knows they have a future together. The Brooke B&B. Liam breaks down. At the Cliff House, Steffi is surprised to learn from Finn that Liam went out. She guesses that he's gone to see Hope and supposes he'll figure out that she knows. Finn asks if she has any regrets about telling her. Steffi doesn't. He'll need all the support he can get. More. Exciting news for B&B fans. At Brooke's place, Liam tells Hope he always felt lucky. But it's ironic it took something profoundly unlucky to help him see how fortunate he's been. The life he's gotten to live. It's been so full of joy and curiosity, adventure and smiles. He had the best mom. Her life was all-encompassing. Then he met his dad and 2 brothers. There's Hope and Beth and Steffi and Kelly. He's a little pissed off that he won't get to see and do more, but he can't justify being angry. They ought to all be making the most of every moment and making the most of each day. Liam breaks down and cries. Hope tells him they appreciate every minute they get to spend with him. She and Beth will cherish the time they have with him. I'm sorry I didn't tell you, Liam sobs. Hope tells him people love him and want to be there for him. Liam doesn't want the looks of pity or to go out as a burden. Hope urges him to give the people who love him a chance. Don't make that decision for them. They express their love. She observes that they've been through so much together. She feels like she took it for granted and needs to apologize. She assumed he'd always be there. Liam still will be one way or another. Hope weeps. Liam repeats, I am with you always. Steffi does the unthinkable for Hope. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the week of May 19th to 23rd reveal that Steffi Forrester will move forward with a Forrester shakeup, while Hope Logan deals with a romantic mess. Brooke Logan will also face some confusion, so let's talk about what's ahead on BNB. For starters, John Finnegan may have some important updates for Steffi after Liam Spencer pays him a visit at the hospital. Liam will once again express his desire to bring Hope and Steffi together, even if it has to happen after he's gone. He'll give Finn the challenge because Liam will be really stuck on this. Finn may give Steffi the news later and really highlight how much Liam wants this. That may serve as the catalyst for Steffi to meet with Hope and officially offer her a Forrester Creations comeback. Hope might apologize for her role in the takeover and agree to restart her line since we know she'll indeed land back at Forrester soon. That ought to please Liam and make a dying man extremely content. Since Steffi told Hope the truth about Liam's condition, they already shared a powerful moment recently. Hope and Steffi are learning that life's too short to spend bickering, especially when Liam is rooting so hard for them to get along. You can bet Brooke's going to be baffled by this huge shift in Steffi and Hope's relationship. Brooke may have a ton of questions for Hope about that and her soon-to-be messy love life. Once Carter overhears Hope putting Liam at the center of her future, he'll end up in Daphne Rose's arms and could potentially get passionate with her. After Liam reiterates his belief that Hope and Carter belong together, she may go looking for Carter and find him in a state of undress with Daphne. Regardless, Hope and Carter's reunion will hit a roadblock, which might send her back to Liam with another pitch for their own next chapter. Liam and Hope are reconnecting on a different level now, so there's the potential for them to surrender to some kisses or even land back in bed. Will Hope and Liam move out of the friend and co-parent zone for whatever time he has left? Steffi and Liam go to Germany to get treatment. According to The Bold and the Beautiful, there is a very good chance that 2 major characters won't leave the show in the coming weeks. Steffi travels to Germany with Liam. That's because there's heavy speculation suggesting Steffi Forrester might be leaving with Liam Spencer to Germany for the treatment that he is supposedly going to get for his brain tumor. Steffi would probably stay at home to take care of her family and husband Finn, but the most recent BNB spoilers strongly suggest that she will want to be by Liam's side as he fights for his life. As our loyal readers can imagine, the internet certainly did have a lot to say about how this might possibly play out. Some have even taken to social media to comment with, "I'm ready for her to go. Nothing against her personally, but her character irks my nerves." Remember back in the day when they would temporarily recast the character when they were on maternity leave? I remember when they did that with Brooke. Steffi wants to be by Liam's side. Another fan of the show wrote, "I said this before but got shot down. I'm more convinced after hearing Finn on the phone looking into options in Germany and promising to keep looking. Maternity leave will be Steffi traveling with Liam somewhere out of the country for an experimental treatment that will cure him." And then there was this comment as well. "IMO, it can't come soon enough." Nothing against Jackie personally, but Steffi is shoehorned into every storyline. I'm ready for some freshness and for other actors to get some screen time. I know a lot of people think her exit will have to do with Liam, but I don't see them having Scott off canvas during her leave. He's one of the biggest hitters on the show, and they've sidelined him way too much already this year. It goes without saying that the Bold and the Beautiful fans will have to tune in each and every day to find out what will happen next. B&B airs weekdays on the CBS network. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. Liam Spencer's breaking point arrives in a gut-wrenching cascade of emotion and revelation as The Bold and the Beautiful delivers one of its most tragic and heartfelt episodes to date, ushering in a devastating yet deeply human unraveling of secrets, pain, hope, and the strange grace that can sometimes be found in loss. In the quiet of Brooke Logan's living room, everything changes. Liam stands with eyes full of sorrow, his voice trembling as he clings to Hope Logan and whispers, "You know, don't you?" It's not even a question, more like the breathless admission of a man who's known all along that he could only run from the truth for so long. Hope pulls back from their embrace, and her expression says everything. The answer is yes, she knows. Steffi advised her. Liam doesn't have long to live. He grimaces in pain, not just from the physical effects of the tumor lodged in his brain but from the emotional weight of having been exposed. He had tried so hard to protect everyone, to maintain a fragile sense of control. But Steffi, ever his moral compass in these deeply personal crossroads, overrode his silence. Hope gently pleads with him not to be upset with Steffi. "I'm grateful to know," she says with tears streaming down her face, her voice cracking under the enormity of what she's just learned. "I want to be there for you, Liam. But the heartbreak is visceral. It's too unfair, too cruel. There's not enough time," she sobs, collapsing into him. "We can't lose you." Liam wraps his arms around her, holding her as tightly as he can, as if he can somehow anchor himself to life by holding on to love. Hope's mind reels as she imagines Steffi finding him unconscious. She must have been terrified. Liam nods slowly and explains how she flew into action, saving him by getting him to the hospital, where they had to drill into the back of his skull to relieve pressure from the hemorrhage. He laughs darkly, referencing his sudden change in hairstyle to hide the scar. Just when he thought he was recovering, he got the news: an inoperable mass, too embedded to remove, too risky to treat. Hope refuses to accept that. There has to be something, anything. But Liam, having exhausted all options, assures her the best minds are already on it. Her anger simmers. "They're just letting you die?" she asks, her voice filled with disbelief. Liam sighs, not with acceptance, but with the bitter resignation of a man who's run out of choices. He thinks of Beth and Kelly. They're just girls. They won't understand why their father won't be there to watch them grow up, to hold their hands through life's challenges. "I wanted to watch them grow into women," he chokes. "And I don't get to have that." Still, he's found clarity in the chaos. He has been forced to reevaluate everything by death. It's made him cherish the moments, the small simple joys he once took for granted. It's made him appreciate the life he's had, even as it slips away from him. Meanwhile, back at the Cliff House, Steffi and Finn process the aftermath of Steffi's decision to tell Hope the truth. Finn wonders if Liam will be angry with her. Steffi doesn't care, not because she lacks empathy but because she knew it had to be done. Hope is Beth's mother. She deserved to know. She needed to prepare, to grieve, to process. Finn nods, seeing the weight of the choice she made. Steffi relives the moment she told Hope, how Hope's world shattered right before her eyes. She couldn't believe it, Steffi says, but she was appreciative. Steffi, ever the rival, now finds herself in an unfamiliar position. The only person who truly understands what Hope is going through. Finn, ever insightful, notes the irony that Steffi and Hope are now bound by the very man who once divided them. It's a surreal new chapter, where two women once at odds now stand on common ground, grieving together, supporting each other, not for themselves but for Liam and their children. "We're two mothers," Steffi says, her voice trembling, "and we'll help each other through this." Across town, in the sleek lines of Forrester Creations, Carter Walton is struggling too. Alone in the design office, he stares blankly ahead, his mind filled with images of Hope. Flashbacks of their kiss haunt him. He slams his fist on the desk in frustration. That's when Brooke enters. She senses his distraction immediately and gently probes. Carter admits it, he's thinking about Hope. Everything feels off without her there. The company feels colder, emptier. He recalls how he gave the company back, believing it was the right thing to do, but at what cost? His heart. Brooke listens intently, her maternal instincts kicking in. She assures him that by not leaving with her, he did not harm Hope. He was blindsided. It doesn't erase who he is or how much he loves her daughter. Carter chuckles at her insight. Brooke reveals that she just discussed this issue with Deacon. She told him Carter was still committed to Hope, and that Hope still loves him. Carter brightens at the thought. Brooke encourages him. Don't give up. I know my daughter. She does love you. Carter takes a deep breath and vows not to. Whatever obstacles remain, he's not letting her go. Back at Brooke's, Liam and Hope are still in each other's arms. He speaks of his life, how he once felt so lucky, and how cruelly ironic it is that it took impending death to make him see it all so clearly. He recalls his mother, his father, Wyatt and Bill, the girls, Steffi and Hope. All of it, he says, was full of joy, adventure, curiosity. He's furious that he won't get to experience more, but he can't let that consume him. He doesn't want to waste the time he has left being bitter. We should all be savoring every moment, he says, making every second of every day count. And then he breaks. The weight of it all, of what he's losing, his future, his family, the memories he'll never make, crushes him. He sobs uncontrollably. He is reminded of how much they value him by Hope's clinging to him. She and Beth will treasure every moment. Liam apologizes for not telling her sooner. He didn't want pity. He didn't want to be a burden. Hope pleads with him not to shut people out. Give the people who love you a chance, she begs. Don't make that decision for them. The distance between them is filled with their love. Hope tells him she's sorry for taking him for granted. I thought you'd always be there. Liam whispers, I still will be. One way or another. She cries harder. He repeats, I am with you always. The ramifications of Liam's diagnosis ripple outward. Steffi, carrying the emotional burden, makes a move that stuns everyone. She offers Hope a spot back at Forrester Creations. After all the rivalry, all the bitterness, this moment marks a complete shift in tone. Life is too short for grudges. Hope, stunned, listens as Steffi explains that this is what Liam would have wanted. He wants them united, not as rivals, but as women who once loved the same man and are now raising daughters who deserve peace. Hope agrees to come back. She apologizes for her role in the Forrester shakeup and promises to rebuild her line with integrity. It's a moment of healing that deeply moves them both. Meanwhile, Brooke is baffled. How did this sudden détente happen? She bombards Hope with questions about what changed. And even more surprising, Hope puts Liam at the center of her future. Carter overhears and is crushed. Thinking he's lost her forever, he turns to Daphne Rose in a vulnerable moment. What begins as a comforting embrace could spiral into something more passionate. Just as Carter lets go of the idea of Hope, she might come searching for him, only to find him with someone else. Their reunion, one that felt inevitable, now faces a painful setback. Still, Liam's presence lingers over all of them like a haunting melody. He reiterates to Finn that his dying wish is for Hope and Steffi to remain united, for Beth and Kelly's sake. It's a tall order, but Finn understands the gravity. He promises to do what he can. That message leads Steffi to take the ultimate step. She agrees to accompany Liam to Germany for experimental treatment. As fans speculate online, many believe this storyline conveniently aligns with actress Jacqueline McInnes Wood's real-life maternity leave. But the narrative integrity remains solid. Steffi, driven by love, history, and loyalty, chooses to be by Liam's side in what might be his final fight for life. While some viewers criticize her omnipresence in the show, others are touched by the rawness of this arc. Steffi, once viewed as Liam's greatest complication, now becomes his final companion in the battle for survival. And so we stand at the edge of a narrative cliff. Liam's days are numbered. Hope's heart is torn. Carter's future with her is in jeopardy. Brooke, always the protective mother, can only guide. And Steffi, caught between two worlds, makes a selfless choice. As the bold and the beautiful barrels toward a sweeping emotional climax, it reminds us that even in soap operas, especially in soap operas, love, grief, forgiveness, and legacy are the beating heart of every story. What happens next will define not just Liam's final chapter but how the lives of those he touched will go on without him. Or miraculously, with him if Germany holds hope after all. Will love heal? Or will the loss irrevocably change everything? Time will tell, but right now, time is more important than ever.